Hey guys, it's Rishabh, and I have been writing a few scripts for Reaper using Claude. Right now, I'm using Claude to basically convert the logic in my head into Lua code. And the idea is to be able to write these scripts on my own without having to rely on AI someday soon. So the first script is this feature from FL Studio that I really like. In FL Studio, if you hold down Alt key in the piano roll and right click, you can audition notes and chords. And if you move your cursor from left to right or right to left, it will act like a scrub tool. So this comes in really handy when you're basically making chord progressions or melodies, because it's annoying to play the whole sequence every time you make a change. Also, you can use this like a chord tool in some way to come up with ideas like this, and so on. So basically, I have ported this feature over to Reaper in some way. So let's head over to Reaper and check it out. So you will need two things before you get started. One is you will need SWS extensions, and two, you need ReaScript API. Those are the two dependencies for this script. Next, you will need to record arm the track that you're working on. So let's do that. And here is the chord progression. Now, the way my script works is that instead of using the right click on the mouse, it uses a key on your keyboard to audition. So in my case, I have set it to Control Shift A. So if I hover over any of these notes or chords, and if I press Control Shift and A, it's going to audition that chord or note. I can have the Control and Shift pressed, but lift the A key to stop the auditioning. So what I'm doing currently is just lifting the A key, and the Control and Shift keys are still pressed. And if I hold the A key down, I can make it work like the scrub feature in FL Studio. And if I want to try some rhythmic variations like we were doing in FL, you can just press the A key to trigger the chords and move the mouse around like this. Now you might ask, how do I have this highlighting that's happening on the notes? This is a very clever thing that I did, because in FL, of course, they have GUI to sort of display which notes are being played. In my script, the script will momentarily select the notes that are being played and deselect those notes once they are done playing. So effectively, it looks like the notes that are playing are being highlighted. So that's pretty much what this script does. Now, one thing you will need to do is set the keyboard combination for the script to work properly. And you will have to do it in two places. So normally, you would just go and set a shortcut for the script from here, over here. But for this script, you will need to go into Edit Action, and you will find this line right here. And it says V key is equal to 65. Now, V key is basically a virtual key that Microsoft uses, and A happens to be number 65. If you want to set it to something else, you can refer to this section at the bottom, where all the alphabet from A to Z are basically 65 to 90. Next, the modifier keys can be set from here. So right now, Control is true, Shift is true, Alt and Windows keys are false. So which means the keyboard combination is Control, Shift and 65, that is A. You could set this to whatever you like, but you will need to make sure that whatever you set in this section needs to match over here as well. So in my case, it's 65, that is A, Control is true, Shift is true, so that's Control Shift A. So I have set the same keyboard combination in the Actions menu as well. This is something that's really important. And you need to make sure that the keyboard combination that you are using, the key command, is not being used anywhere else in Reaper. So that's about it. Have fun using the script. Let me know if I can improve this in some way, if you have any inputs. And there are a few more interesting scripts that I'm about to release, so keep an eye out for those. Goodbye.